Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and I want to talk about the new Lego Dungeons and Dragons world. Right, so February 7th, 1974, and you know what? I'll tell you exactly what we're going to talk about today. I'm shocked. The Lego Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon's Tail set is so powerful that it actually penetrated the OSR complainosphere and has begun winning over two fifth edition and to Hasbro OSR Grognard complainers. Grognard complainers get redundant. Sorry, OSR Grognards, which is shocking. I did not expect this. All right, so let's talk about this. All right, so February 7th, 1974, Gary Gygax brings forward Dungeons and Dragons, and Dungeons and Dragons becomes a reality. April 1st, 2024, Lego Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon's Tail set arrives. $360, 3,700 piece set that literally contains a tower ruin, a dungeon, a tavern, a gigantic dragon, 6 distinct named minifigures, multiple, a gelatinous cube, a displacer beast, an owlbear, a beholder. It's just, and then literally 50 pieces of treasure, Dungeons and Dragons treasure, spell scrolls. It's astounding. It literally is a physical manifestation of Dungeons and Dragons, through Lego. It's incredible. And it really is a new dawn for Dungeons and Dragons. So so this thing is literally, we have been hearing, there was an 18-month buildup, before we actually got this, right? And I've been preparing for it for 18 months. I've been extremely excited and, and just getting ready for this. And so I knew this was going to change Dungeons and Dragons forever. And man, has it, right? The reviews are coming in. The Lego community is very impressed with this set and delighted by this set. The Dungeons and Dragons, modern Dungeons and Dragons players who actually embrace current Dungeons and Dragons are thrilled, right? They're like, and well, there is two groups. There's people who bought it and are absolutely thrilled. There's people who are looking at it and just, I don't have that kind of money. And hey, I get it. If you don't have $360 for a set, I saved for 3 months to buy it, right? I literally saved for 3 months to buy it. And so, and even that was a journey. I had to really, very directly, it was a lot, right? So, yeah, it's significant. And so it's pretty astounding. So we arrive here, right? And now we're on the other side of this, and we reach a point where the set is here, right? So I knew that modern dungeon masters and modern dragon masters were going to love this, but I was positive that the OSR grognards, nothing would ever penetrate their complainosphere, right? And so a good example is 10 Cars Tavern, right? So this guy, he's been around for a while. He's an OSR grognard, right? And he says openly, I don't play Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, right? He doesn't play. He likes D&D then. He doesn't like D&D now, which is kind of the template for a grognard. They're like, oh, it's new, it sucks, right? I don't think there's a lot of thought goes into it. It's nostalgia. It's a lot of feeling, and it's also a lot of ignorance. There's a lot of these guys are like, you see it all the time. Go on my Twitter feed, and you'll be like, there was a guy who was like, I've never watched Matthew Mercer, but I know he sucks. And I'm like, and that's like a template for OSR grognards. You're like, I don't know about this thing, but I sure don't like it. And so, and 10 Cars Tavern, he's got a channel dedicated to complaining about modern Dungeons and Dragons, right? And there's a ton of complaint about modern Dungeons and Dragons. I was stunned, right? So I just clicked on a video. You know, person was like, "Hey, the new D&D set is here. I really wish I could get it." That was like the thumbnail, right? So I click on it and I'm like, "Whoa, I'm on 10 Cars Tavern, right? I haven't been here in like 2 months, you know, like." And the only reason I ever go over there is just to see what like the OSR is saying about, you know, whatever scandal they're worried about right now, right? And just get their take, understand where they're coming from, right? And then, but I couldn't believe it. I come on and he's like, "Hey, Dungeons and Dragons has this Lego set, and I can't believe how good it looks." And I was like, "What?" You're like, and he's like, "Yeah, this looks fantastic, right? And I would love to have this." And I was like, "Oh my gosh," right? Like, and then literally he must have been in the same room with his wife, and his wife's like, "Did you say that the set has a tavern? You like sitting like that? There's a bunch of minifigs sitting in a tavern. You like sitting in a tavern?" Right? I thought that was really funny. And then she was like, "Yeah, that thing looks fantastic." So even his wife, even like this Gagnard's wife, was on there just raving about this set. And so I think what really astounded me is that I knew the Lego Dungeons and Dragons Red Dragon's Tale set would be a transformative change for Dungeons and Dragons. I had no idea it would be so delightful, so powerfully delivered, that it would actually change the the hearts and minds of OSR grognards. That is a level of success I absolutely never expected. And now I am delighted. I'm delighted that Lego Dungeons and Dragons has defeated the OSR grognards and cut through their nostalgia, and that there are going to be even OSR grognards who get out their checkbook and pay Hasbro. I love that. I absolutely love that. And it's a level of success for this set that I didn't even dare to imagine. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. Go check out 10 Cars Tavern. I'm not a big fan of his content, but one thing I can tell you, I know how hard it is to talk about Dungeons and Dragons on the regular, and he puts up a lot of content. He works hard on his channel, and he deserves you to get over there and click and give him a try. And if you like him, stay, subscribe, you know. And I don't even like his stuff, but I'm subscribed to him. So, you know, like, because you know, whenever the OSR kind of trumps up a new scandal for Dungeons and Dragons, it helps to listen to a few of them just to get the real shape of it. And 10 Car's part of that. So every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion. You get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.